Everyone, Saranai, have a blessing day. All of you, dear my children. Today I am going to teach you the second lesson. So I will read for you, and you also can read with me. Are you ready to begin our lesson now? Okay, let's get started reading together. Today lesson, the birth of the prince. About 10 months after her dream of a white elephant and the sign that she would give birth to a great leader, Queen Maya was expecting her child. One day, she went to the king and said, "My dear, I have to go back to my parents. My baby is almost due." Since it was the custom in India for a wife to have her baby in her father's house, the king agreed, saying, "Very well, I will make the necessary arrangements for you to go." The king then sent soldiers ahead to clear the road and prepared others to guard the queen as she was carried in a decorated palanquin. The queen left Kapilavastu in a long procession of soldiers and retainers, headed for the capital of the father's kingdom. On the way to the holier country, the great procession passed a garden called Lumbini Park. This garden was near the kingdom called Nepal. At the foot of the Himalayan mountains, the beautiful park with its sal trees and scented flowers and busy birds and bees attracted the queen. Since the park was a good resting place, the queen ordered the bearers to stop for a while. As she rested underneath the sal trees, her birth began and a baby born, a baby boy was born. It was an auspicious day. The birth took place on a full moon, which is now celebrated as Vesak, the festival of the triple event of Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and death in the year 623 BC. Next page. According to the legends about this birth, the baby began to walk 7 steps forward, and at each step, a lotus flower appeared on the ground. Then, at the seventh stride, he stopped and with the noble voice shouted, "I am chief of the world. Eldest am I in the world. Foremost am I in the world. This is the last birth. There is now no more coming to be." After the birth of her baby son, Queen Mahamaya immediately returned to Kapilavastu. When the king learned of this, he was very happy, and as news of the birth of the long awaited heir spread around the kingdom, there was rejoicing all over the country. Okay, my dear students, there are some important words and uh, explanations. I'm going to explain them. You can see in red color. Go back when we read when we read the lesson, we found some words. Go back to my parents. This has been a tradition in Asian countries for a long period of time. The pregnant woman uh, must go to her parents to give birth to the baby. After delivering the baby, she comes to her husband's house. Some people celebrated this tradition on in a highest level. Children, this is even today that is a tradition. Some in Asian especially in Asian countries, Sri Lanka, India, the pregnant mother must go to her own house, parent parents. In parents' house, she's staying there and giving the birth to the baby. That's a tradition. Next one is soldiers. Soldiers and army who were protecting the king, royal families, and the kingdom. There are so many soldiers. There were so many soldiers to the kings in ancient kings. The soldiers protected the kingdom, king, and royal families. We call them soldiers. Next one is palanquin. Have you heard about the palanquin? Palanquin, a transportation system used in ancient royal families. Uh, Four people kept the palanquin on their shoulders and walked. The king, queen, or royal family members were inside the palanquin. You can see the picture. Sometimes inside the palanquin, there is a one person or two person. Uh, Four person, four people carrying out, holding and keeping their shoulders, they walk. Around the palanquin, there are few army soldiers to protect the king or queen or the royal family members. This is the palanquin. This was used in ancient, not today. Today we have so many transport facilities, buses, trains, and uh, we have so many transportations here. But in ancient, there were no transportation systems. They use this way to transport. Next page. Retainers. You can find a word retainers. Retainers are servants or followers of a noble or wealthy person. Retainers, um, according to this lesson, my dear children, uh, the, when the Queen Mahamaya, with Queen Mahamaya, there were so many retainers with her because she needs to deliver the baby, she needs to clean her body, and as servants, they they were the retainers were brought with her. We call them retainers. Next one is Lumbini Park. I think you are familiar with this name, Lumbini Park. This is where the prince Siddhartha was born under a sala tree, Lumbini Park. You can see the picture. This is India. You can this is the place. That is a park. There were so many sala trees, and that is only there were only sala trees. That is a very beautiful and very pregnant and beautiful park. Dear children, you know, do you know the sala trees? There are some pictures you can see. This is a sala tree. This is a special flower tree where the Prince Siddhartha was born. Sala trees have bonded with Buddha's life with few incidents. There are various sala trees, in, uh, in, uh, in Sri Lankan sala trees. When you go to Sri Lanka, you can see these kind of sala trees. There are very in other picture, first picture, Indian sala tree. You can see there are so many flowers in yellow color. You can see that is the Indian sala tree. Those are the real sala tree. Go to the next slide. Auspicious day. When special occasions people celebrate it, especially childbirth, weddings, birthdays. That is, we call auspicious days, special events. People, mm, people celebrate them in a grand scale. Like Vesak. Vesak, according to Asian traditions, the full moon day of this month is specially valuable to the world's Buddhist because the three main events happen on this full moon day. Birth of Prince Siddhartha, enlightenment of Buddha, and passing away. Those are the three events. Vesak. Vesak is very important as Buddhist, as the Buddhists in all over the world. It's very important month and a full moon day, Vesak full moon day. We as Buddhists, as Buddhist students, we come to the temple and observe seal and offer the Buddha with various flowers, and there are some you know some various events in temple, donating, sharing foods, and as well as devoted songs. So many things are happening in this Vesak, on this Vesak day. You see, uh, babies when the baby is born, just born, uh, he told, he told, he's, he talked a very beautiful and very mm, meaningful words, stanza. I am chief of the world, eldest am I in this world, foremost am I in the world. This is the last birth. There is now no more coming to be. That is that is English translation. The Pali stanza is Gata is Aggo hamasmi lokase Getto hamasmi lokase Setto hamasmi lokase Ayamantima jati natti dani punabhavu. Once again, Aggo hamasmi lokase Setto hamasmi lokassa. Setto hamasmi lokassa. Ayamanti ma jati. Natti dani punabbhavo. Last time, together we will recite this stanza. Aggo hamasmi lokassa. Getto hamasmi lokassa. Setto hamasmi lokassa. Ayamanti ma jati nattidani punabbhavo. Beautiful stanza. You can recite this stanza if you like. Let's go to our next slide. Prince Siddhartha's birth. According to the sutras read by Buddha, miraculous incidents happen. Buddhists did not argue or doubt whether these incidents were true or false because of their respect for Buddha. There are some strange things happening in this universe that we cannot understand, my children. Buddhas arise very rarely in this world. When those special persons are born, there might happen miraculous things. That is why in this lesson, it is explained that the when the baby, just baby born was born, there were there happened very miraculous things. Bloom lotus, 7 lotus flowers. He walked 7 steps, and he talked something and stanza. Those are the things. Okay, dear students, now we will focus our attention to the questions. End of each lessons, you have some questions to answer. So you need to focus the questions. You can answer by yourselves. The questions, there are 6 questions here. First one, why did Queen Mahamaya want to leave Kapilavastu? Already you know what is Kapilavastu. Second one, where was her father's palace? And how did the king send her off? Where was her father's palace? You remember where is her father's palace, where she was, where is her father's where his father lived, where his father's kingdom, what is her father's name. Already you know now. And how did the king send her off? The king sent her off to her parents. Third one, why did the queen stop at the park? You know now what is that park? Why she stopped the park? Why she announced to stop mm, uh, to visit the park? Fourth one, what was the park called? What is the name of this park? You know now. What is this? What is the name of this park? That is a flower flower name of a flower, right? Next one, fifth one. When did the birth of the baby take place? Last question is, what does the legend say about the birth? I explain you some important uh, legends. regarding the birth of this uh, prince. The thing is, when you are in your classroom, you must behave well, my children. When you are with your colleagues, you must live very well. When you are in front of your teacher, you must behave very well. There must have quality of a student who follows the teachings of Buddha. So you must understand this. You must pay your full attention to the teacher, to your lesson. When you do not pay attention to your lesson, you cannot understand the lessons. So if you are keen to learn uh, your lesson, uh, you must have this attention to your studies. This is very important thing, my children. Another fact is, dear children, uh, when you are in classroom, uh, when you take your books, give your books to the teacher to check the answers. You must give your books from your both hand. Don't throw it to the teachers. Okay, that is also very important things, because in our uh, ancient people, they didn't do like this, misbehaves. They most respected to their books, reading books, writing books, and everything. Even you know, my dear students, even even today, there were some people who respect their uh, foods before they consume. That is very important thing. You must know about these things. Another one is, the student, uh, when you begin your classroom, when you start your class lesson, at the beginning, you must respect to your teachers. You can greet to the teachers, Teruvan Saranai. Teachers also and greet to you, Teruvan Saranai. May you be well, happy, and peaceful. May you bless with triple gem bless you. Uh, that is the way. End of the class also, you can greet to the teacher. Together we can greeting. That is also very important thing in ancient people. Most respected to the teachers, and teachers most respected to the children who are learning very well. In future, I will teach you about many things. Uh, Last one for today, I am going to advise you as an exhortation. Uh, we must respect our parents. You have your beloved mother, your beloved father. We all have parents. They most dedicate their life, their money, their everything for the sake of their children, for us. So we must most respect our parents, and we must venerate our parents according to our religion. According to our teachings, we can venerate our parents. You know how to venerate our parents. So before, in our childhood, we used to respect our parents before going to school and before go to the bed. We venerate our parents, reciting parents' stanzas, Mapiya Vandana. You know these Mapiya Vandanas. We can together recite now. Are you ready to recite Mapiya Vandana with me? Okay, let's start. Dasamase ure katva ඕසේසි බුද්ධිකාරණං ආයුදීගං වස්ස සතං මාතුපාදං නමාමහං. Father, බුද්ධිකාරෝ ආලිංගිත්වා කුම්බිත්වා පිය පුත්තකං රාජමජ්ජං සුපතිත්තං Pitu Padang Namamahang. Those are the stanzas venerated to the parent. In future, you can learn lots of Dhamma facts regarding Vyaggapadya Sutra, Singalo, especially Singalovada Sutra, how to behave in front of our parents, how to fulfill our duties to our parents, and parents, how to parents fulfill the duties to their children. We can understand all those things in future. Now, for now, you must understand. You must ask your parents' advices. You must obey your parents. Always think every they dedicate their everything for the sake of you. They want to bring you to a highest level in this society, in this country, in this world. That is why parents dedicate for you. So you must understand this. We also need you to bring to a better future. That is our aim, dear children. That is why we always advise you. Uh, that is why we always exhort you, especially when you are at the temple, when you are in the big hall, shrine hall where the Buddha is. You must be very silent because you always think there is our supreme Buddha looking at you, looking at me, looking at all. So you must be very silent in front of the temple, especially in front of the shrine hall. When you come to temple, you must think you are coming to see the Buddha, visit the Buddha. You must always think. You must be faithful to the Buddha. Buddha is our teacher. Buddha taught us how to compassionate to the world. He was great. He had great compassionate He was great compassionate to the world, to the animals, to the beings. So we must train Buddha's qualities to our life. We must add Buddha's qualities. We must try to add Buddha's qualities to our life. That is the learning of Buddha's teaching. Okay, my dear children, I think you remember today's lesson. The lesson was we discussed about uh, Queen Mahamaya's dream and her uh, going her deliver her baby. That was our lesson. With reading careful, reading this lesson, you can answer the questions, and as well you must keep remember what I gave you as advice. Okay, today I am going to conclude our lesson today. I bless you all. May your happy day with blessing of Buddha. Thank you.